Hello, it's Jordan bringing you this week's patient update. We have some exciting news. We had 2 releases on the same day this week, and we have 1 admit I want to share with you guys, so let's get into it. Great Horned Owl 25182 came to us from Idaho Falls, Idaho in early November with a fracture in the right ulna near the elbow. This bird went through just over a month of fracture care, including immobilization via a figure-8 wrap, followed by a cloth wrap that allowed for a bit more flexibility and motion once the fracture was stable, and physical therapy through the immobilization process. After the fracture healed and we were confident that the wing was at a full range of motion, this bird underwent about a month of flight conditioning in our large flight barn to rebuild strength in key flight muscles. I am happy to say that after just over 2 months in care, this patient has been returned to the Idaho Falls area for release. Great Horned Owl 25188 came to us from Idaho Falls, Idaho as well. This patient originally came in emaciated and with head and eye trauma. This bird made a smooth recovery through the trauma and regained an appropriate amount of weight. Unfortunately, part of this patient's eye trauma is permanent, which means that the bird will likely have reduced vision in the left eye for life. But because owls rely so heavily on hearing to hunt, we're still able to release them even with eye trauma in one eye. In these cases, we use our flight barn not only to ensure that they have a full flight ability after trauma and subsequent care, but to ensure that they can continue to maneuver well and catch live prey, 2 things this bird still excels at. Here's a clip of this bird's release in the Idaho Falls area as well. Golden Eagle 266 came to us from Kemmerer, Wyoming, presenting as depressed with low neurologic response and reduced function of all limbs, particularly the pelvic limbs. This patient has been in critical care over the past few days as they are also quite emaciated. We first worked on rehydrating this patient and started a slow but steadily increasing diet of carnivore care nutrient slurry, and then clean meat to essentially stabilize their metabolism, meaning their glucose and insulin levels. Finally, we have begun to combine this care with chelation therapy, the use of medication to eliminate lead from the bloodstream. This patient is still critical and quite early in its treatment journey, so the prognosis is very guarded, but this patient has been showing a bit of improvement in energy and mentation each day. While this bird is still too weak to self-feed, this clip here shows a positive step in their progress where they are able to take a bite of food willingly and on their own. And that is all for this week's patient update. Thank you for joining us. Remember, if you want to do your part in keeping wild birds wild, you can click the link in the description below or visit our website directly. Thanks!